Hello, welcome back. This is Mike. Today, something slightly different. I asked AI a month or so ago to generate me a mapping app for gaming. Because what was happening was I've got various outposts, etc. in RealmCraft VR. And I just really wanted an overview of them, and rather than jotting them down on a piece of paper or something, and getting a vision of the spread of all my places, I thought, well, I'll ask AI. I just asked it to generate me an app, and after a few tweaks and a few more prompts and stuff, what it came up with is actually really quite useful, which I'll show you shortly. But I just wanted to jump on here now because one place I've not got an outpost in, and I could do with access to, is a taiga biome, one for mossy cobblestone, etc. like that. I believe it's pronounced taiga. I did check. That's what the internet seems to think. That's how you pronounce it. Taiga. So yeah, this is my Savannah outpost, which is on the map. But it's actually really quite useful. It gives you an overview of like I say, the spread of your areas. So what I want to do, I want to head back to main base now, straight away. In fact, I'll do that now. And then head off in a direction where I've not got anything mapped, and try and locate and map, jot down that taiga biome. Often use mossy cobblestone, and I know you can, or you should be able to create some of those blocks, but I've not had an awful lot of luck with that at the minute. But anyway, I needed a spot. I needed that biome mapped out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head out from base, main base, when we get there, and first one I come across, first taiga biome, I will jot that down into the mapping software. Just for an overview. That's helpful. I did have two wolves with me a moment ago, just before I left that Savannah base. I think one went through my nether portal. So I have one now. Lots elsewhere, but I found these two when I was wandering about, so I collected them. But yeah, that's all I want to do today. Hopefully it shouldn't be too stressful in finding that biome. There are some around here, but I've never actually mapped one out, so made notes of where it is. This will be helpful for me. I often use mossy cobblestone, like I say, different things, and that's one good place to get them. But yeah, hope everyone's well. Before I leave main base, I do need to make sure I've got a bed, just so I can sleep on that journey. Bed and a boat. Make sure I've got a raft as well, or a boat. I don't think I've got them on me. No. Right. And see if there is a bed in here. Can take. Come here. Right, you stay there. I can make a bed, but if I've got one laying around, I'll grab that. Actually, I need a boat as well, don't I? Bed and a boat. Let's have a look. Actually, might as well make one quick. Right, make that and a boat. Where's the boat? I should know this, shouldn't I? I'll do just one of those. Yep. Right, let's put that there. Right, what we'll do, we'll sleep quick. Shut that door. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to head out that direction. And hopefully find a tiger biome. I've heard that biome called various different things, so I'm not exactly sure. So if we sleep here, and then we'll head out. Let me see if I can quickly show you the map. That's it. Right. But I'll show you how that works once we find that biome, because it allows you to put any amount of points of interest you want on there, label them. It allows you to save the file. You can have multiple files, so you could have one for each different game. Obviously, this is just for RealmCraft, which has come in handy, to be honest. I have heard we possibly could get mapping at some point, a map of sorts, but in the meantime, that's working well for me. If nothing else, like I say, just to get an overview of where everything is. And if I ever need to go and look for something, I know where I've already explored. And on that map, as you might have seen, I'll show you again shortly. But I've not really, I've certainly not mapped anything in this direction. But I was quite shocked at how easy it was to get AI to generate that. I mean, if anyone was interested, I used Copilot at Microsoft, just the free web-based, and just asked it to develop something for me, and it did. I had to tell it some tweaks and stuff like that, but it worked well. I do want to do a little bit more work to it, but you can put whatever you want on there, to be honest. And at the minute, it only covers, I think it's a 10,000 by 10,000 block range, but that could easily be increased if needs be. Yeah, I often go by the clouds to know I'm heading in the right direction, really, to be honest. can use a boat on the ice. It's extremely fast, but when it's broken up like this, it's more trouble than it's worth. Just get past this ice, then we'll be good. Are you coming after me? Yeah. Right. Head this direction. Hopefully, we'll come across one quick. We can enter it on that map. Shipwreck there. Do I get out and have a quick look? Yeah, why not? What we got? Let's see if we can get in that door. Quick. Not a bit much. Come across a good few shipwrecks now. Some really quite interesting ones. To see a lot of variety in those, which is good. Alright, anyway, let's carry on. See if we can find that biome. A bit of lag there. I'm on PCVR using the Quest Pro today. I don't normally use the Quests when I'm recording because of a little bit of corruption on the screen, but it seems to have got better over the over recent months and years, so or months. Through here. Go this way. So another shipwreck. Okay. organise 981512. Right. Let's go for a quick run. Hang on. Is this one? Looking promising. Yeah, this is it. Some mossy cobblestone. A little bit of a mixture here. That's okay. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit mixed here. This will do for this little test, this little expedition. There's a good amount of mossy cobblestone, and it's not too far away. Right, okay. Let me let's sleep quick before it gets dark. Alright, now we can add these coordinates. Right, minus 1006. Minus 1006. Yeah, see, that's where we started out at the Savannah outpost. There's main base right in the middle. And just a few others of my builds or outposts and various places. The desert outpost that some of my videos have covered is up here. But like I say, this is only 10,000 by 10,000, I think. But yeah, it lets you. Hang on, let's get that white. That called 1717. 1717. I think that's how we spell it. 1717. Add point. Yeah, and that's there. That's where we've just come from. But it just gives you an overview. And like I say, you can add to this because when it generates as a HTML file, so it can be opened in any browser. Lets you load different files with choose file. And once you've added stuff, you can just click save. and it just saves it as a new file or whatever name you want. So, like I say, you could have them for different apps, different games, but this is purely RealmCraft VR for me. But no, it does help. Certainly helps me. Just gives you an overview of where you've been, where your stuff is, where it's worth exploring. But yeah, helpful. Hope that helps somebody else. I'll grab a few of these while we're here. Like I say, that's not too far away, so that's good. If I ever need to stock up on these. Yeah, seems a bit of a mix around here. Different biomes. But anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to show you really this time. Just a quick one. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed and you wish to be notified, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.